It's the Hi Guys Christmas time. Spark a joint and lose your mind. Oh, my friends, did you hear? It's the littiest time of the year. It's the littiest time of the year.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Claudio.
And we're the Hi Guys.
And happy holidays.
Dude, it's Christmas. Can you believe?
I can't. Honestly, it feels like it's been such an uphill climb to this
And it
time
still
of year.
is. We're still climbing.
Still climbing every day. But yeah, I'm super excited for Christmas time. Usually it always makes me feel kind of better in the seasonal depression, but you know, it's a toss-up this year. We'll see, everyone. But aside from that, Christmas is so fun. Christmas lights are everywhere. Everyone seems a bit more nice.
Unless you're a retail worker.
The smell of pine trees.
Unless you use fake ones.
And best of all the Christmas movies and music.
Unless you don't celebrate Christmas.
In which case, pop off.
We see you.
But before we cover any movies or music, we want to talk about what we love about the holidays. And talk about some weird family traditions we have. If any, we'll find out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, Chris. So when it comes to the holidays, what do you love about them?
I like how cold it gets. And I like walking Christmas tree lane. And I like, as much as it's weird to admit, I like the family time. Now, I'm not one to talk great about my family. But it's nice to see them every so often. You know, it's like weird. It's like, it just, childhood pretty much. It just reminds me of childhood and being around family this time of year.
The family time, I feel, is like the best time of like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I love spending these holidays with your family, though.
Yeah, my family is fucking lit, my dudes. It's just, and when I say my family, I mean like just my immediate family, because we don't really have the holidays with like everyone anymore. But like we pop off on our own. It's a good ass time.
They do, and my family does not.
My family, we all just gather around the table, drinking beers, chit chat, play a lot of our favorite songs, and then occasionally we put on the classic booty shaker, and everybody gets up and dance, and it's a great time.
I cannot echo any of his statements. Don't know her. I don't even know what we literally would just do nothing. I don't know what we do.
You guys have a huge white Christmas. I mean, a white elf. What?
We have we would always have a huge Christmas party with my mom's siblings. But the white elephant's always really fun because all the presents people choose, it's always like $20 limit. But like,
oh yeah, because his family's rich.
They're all not my family. But like my cousins, their family's super rich. And so it's always like $20 limit, but it's always like $50 items with like $20 gift cards and all this stuff. So I'm into it.
It's fucking crazy.
Eat the rich.
I remember one time you came back and you were like, hey, I have a $50 gift card to Starbucks. And I have this cool ass traveling mug now.
And I had 2 movie gift cards to the movie.
Oh, 2 free movie tickets.
2 free movie tickets.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck kind of white elephant? That's not even...
I don't know.
So one of my friends group that we like to have white elephant, and it is always just the wildest time because my friends are so unique and weird, and so everyone either brings like handcrafted things or just like really disturbing things or like really zany funny things, but you will never find a great gift card. It's always just going to be things you don't want, but like you kind of do. You know what I mean? But my family has never played white elephant. I don't know. My family is like super weird about gifts.
I see that.
They're so sentimental. Actually, it's like one of the best things. For my family's Christmas, there's always tears. Always tears. It's so sentimental every time because everyone tries to get that one gift that will like punch you in the gut. Like if you know Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec, it's like a family of that. We all get each other these great gifts and we're like, God damn. I can't even tell you the amount of times my family cried last year.
Let me tell you firsthand experience. It was like our first Christmas, and Claudio got me commissioned artwork of the grandma's tattoo from Moana, because I had recently lost my grandma, and I literally was in tears. I was in tears. And guess what I did? I got Claudio a backpack. I said, so you can carry your books. I don't even know. I was like, it was a cute backpack. He said he needed a backpack. I was like, I'll get him a backpack for Christmas. Meanwhile, he commissioned a fucking artist to put their heart and soul into a piece of art, which was beautiful.
So, like, for example, last year, my sister gave everyone it looked like burlap covered gift that had a little picture of us from some point in our life. And like that picture was taped onto an envelope, and the envelope was like a letter saying like all the sentimental things that she loves about us. And dude, I was like, stop. And that was just on the outside of the gift. That wasn't even what was on the inside.
That wasn't even the gift.
It wasn't even the gift. She was just like, thank you so much. I love you so much. Here's this for you. Treat yourself. And I was like, wow. Like, it made me so emotional. But yeah, that's the kind of shit my family does. And we're a family of crybabies. We all, like, every family, like, birthday, every, like, little event, tears every time. Remember, you've seen the amount of surprises.
I was there when he opened that very emotional gift. When everyone opened their very emotional gift. So I was like, well, everyone was like crying, and you could hear some of the tears, and I was just vibing.
But yeah, there's like an adrenaline to giving gifts. I feel like I love giving gifts more than I love getting gifts, because I love to just be like, here, this is this hand-picked thing. I looked through the entire store exactly for this for you. Enjoy, bitch. And my family always gets each other like really nice things, but I'm the weird one that comes in with like the pop culture stuff, and I'm like, hey, remember that TV show we used to watch as kids? Here's a toy of it. Remember this? And then they always go, oh my god. It kills me. I love it. How do you feel about receiving gifts?
Well, my family's a very weird combination of both of what you have experienced and what Dylan's Christmas is like. Mm-hmm. Because there is always the attempt at really emotional gift or something that we really, really would want, and my mom got a hold of it or whatever, tied in with the like socks and the stuff that isn't like whoa, because as a kid you kind of don't have your own personality, from my experience. For your parents to be like, I know you like this, and like here's stuff for that. It's always like, here's clothes so you can clothe yourself and be a human being. Merry Christmas. But what sucked was my older brothers always got like the phones. And literally I was like, I want a phone so bad, right? As most kids do. And my two older brothers got phones at the bottom of their huge stocking that my mom did. And I was like, bitch, I'm going to get a good phone. We're all getting phones. I go, and there's a note, and it says, go to our room on the printer. And I was like, it was a fucking CD player. When I tell you, my heart was destroyed in front of my eyes. And I put some acting chops on because I acted so happy to my mom. I did not want her to feel bad. But honey, I didn't own any CDs. I don't know what she expected.
Did you get CDs that Christmas?
No! But the intention was there, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's what, like, the more sentimental part was, like, her knowing what we kind of really wanted and her doing her best to achieve it. So I agree. I love giving gifts just because it's so...
What's funny is I asked you, how do you feel about receiving gifts? I did not ask you the first thing.
I love it, but I kind of hate it depending on the situation. Because Opening gifts in front of my family is more like they're just waiting for it to not be, for it to be their turn to open their gift, you know? So I feel like I kind of waste a space at times, but also like, it should be my moment, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm opening the gift, but no one really cares. But when friends give me gifts and you can tell they actually care, that I love those.
Uh-huh.
I always reward those with a big hug.
And tell me, Chris, how do you feel about the coziness of the season?
Look at me. I'm as cozy as it can be. I got PJs on. If you couldn't see, I love the aesthetic of Christmas. I shall love forever. I love it. I fucking love it. Hot cocoa? Yeah. Eggnog? Yeah. Chocolate? Because why not?
Dude, it's so cozy, it's stupid.
I love it.
Why do I feel so cozy when there's a tree in my home? You know what I mean? Why do I feel so cozy when there's a bunch of fake snow everywhere?
We're like kind of connected to
Why
the
do I feel so
outdoors.
cozy seeing this fat man in my home? You know what I mean? It's just so crazy. Like, when there's Christmas lights up, it just, like, makes you feel soothed. Mm-hmm. It's wild, dude.
Well, because
when the scented pine cones come in,
man, Michael's,
it's over. It's over.
What I love about seeing Christmas lights is, like, typically you look out in the night sky, and it's, like, very bleak. These offer just some, like, visual stimulation when you need it.
Yeah.
I wish lights were all
Something
all
about
year
lights
round.
being on in the dark is, you know...
I mean, you're right. But you're right.
Why do we have such a fascination with lights being on when it's dark? It's because when we were cavemen, we used the stars
to guide,
to light our nights.
to light our way.
So that's why we're so obsessed. Anyway. That's from my psychology podcast.
Food for thought. Ew. The sort of double-edged sword of the holiday season is the deals.
What about the deals?
The deals, the retail work.
Oh, you talking about the bads now?
This is the double-edged sword. Yes, there are deals, and it's great. But when you have to work on the other side of those deals, that's where corporate America
When you're the
gets you.
dealer.
When you're the dealer, nah.
So now we're talking about the things that we think aren't that great about the holiday season.
Mm-hmm. Claudio, what's one bad thing?
Dude, seasonal depression hits so hard for so many people during this time of year. And it's because there's less daylight in the day, and there are also like weird feelings harbored onto the holidays. Mm-hmm. And it's just like fucking wild. And everyone has it for different reasons, but like, man.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
My thing is, sometimes it's too cold.
If that doesn't tell you something about our relationship, I don't know what else does.
But on the real though, my skin does feel like it's gonna crack off and I'm gonna turn into dust. But yeah, no, sometimes it's too cold. You know, when you're walking around your house in your jammies, and sometimes it's too cold.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, I feel like it's like, maybe it's the nostalgia is also plays a big part in it, of like remembering the past and remembering like when you were a kid on Christmas. It's like a lot of people's thing.
Yeah.
For me now, like, I've always associated the wintertime with like friends and family. And I would just remember like the great winter breaks we would have from school as like friend groups, just hanging out, cuddled up in blankets. You know what I mean?
I watched The Blind Side on one of my winter breaks in the theater. What a life experience.
I am so happy for you.
Thanks.
It's like you feel sadness and also like happiness remembering those things, but it just can really bring you down, you know? Because there's so many like hardcore like memories attached to the season. Mm-hmm. So if you're dealing with seasonal depression, just know that I'm there with you. It happens to me every year, and I fucking hate it. But all you gotta do is throw on a Christmas movie, bitch. That's what gets me every time.
Christmas movies.
I'm like, how could I not smile at Santa Claus? Come on. This guy is doing this no pay.
Come on, no pay.
This man is like, let me give you these things for free, bitch. Because I think you deserve it. And I'm like, damn, that's tight. That's a man who provides for nothing.
For nothing.
He's like, we ain't even got to bang. I'll still give you gifts.
Dang.
Hello. And if you think about Christmas lore, it's fucking hilarious. That's why I love the Christmas movies. Excuse me, there was a reindeer with a red nose. That was a light?
What is our fascination with lights?
I'm gonna make an analysis about this, and it's gonna be an episode of The Hi Guys. I'm gonna be like, okay, remember
The Light
2
Guys.
years ago? The Light Guys?
The light guys.
I'm dead. No, it's gonna be 2 years from now, and I'm like, look, I wrote an essay. You can read my book about it.
You're gonna be.
It's gonna be called The Man with the Light. So the other thing is retail work, y'all.
And
if you've never worked seasonal retail, it's the fucking worst. And I feel like everyone should experience it at least once in their lives.
Let me tell you, I work in retail right now. You know, me, Chris. And it's so hard right now because not only is it the holiday season, so everyone's constantly a bitch, but it's also we're in a pandemic and people are still being bitches. I don't have fucking time for you. Are you kidding me right now? We're open longer than we should be. We're understaffed. We are underpaid. We are overworked.
Our coworkers keep leaving because
people are literally catching COVID. What? Why are retail workplaces open right now? I am so infuriated with capitalism, you guys. I have had it. I'm going to figure out a way to fine every store in America for some reason so they all can't afford their rent and they all have to close because I've had it.
If you work for the CDC, just know that Fashion Fair Mall in Fresno, California is not at 25%.
Not at 25%.
Target is not at 25%.
Target's not counting anymore.
No one cares.
They don't care.
Should.
But yeah, even without like this year's complications, I have worked holiday retail ever since I graduated high school, and it is not fun. It is always the worst time of year because everyone is so fucking mean for no reason. I can't tell you the amount of times I've wanted to cry because somebody was being so goddamn aggressive. Over what? A price? A discount, a return that doesn't work. Honey, the workers they didn't make the rules. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. I will tell you, I worked at Target in 2017 and had one of the easiest, most comfortable Black Fridays of my life because I was the only guy on soft lines, which is the clothing part of Target. And my zone was toddler boys. And let me tell you, no one's there for toddler boys on Black Friday. So I stood there, my 8-hour shift, got paid time and a half, took my 45-minute lunch. I was living my best life.
Were you watching everyone?
Everyone running right past me to electronics. They were like zooming. And there was always some families who were like, weirdly in my section, I go up and be like, are you guys finding everything okay? And they're like, can you point us to electronics? I'd be like, yes, I can. It's going to be right over there. And it was great. It was great. Sometimes I did have one mom who was like, finally. And I was like, are you finding everything okay? She said, yeah, no one ever comes here during Black Friday for the kids' clothes. And that's when I strike. And she was getting a lot of clothes. That was the one good Black Friday experience I've had.
I've never had a good one.
Ooh.
But I've also never been like slammed my entire shift like other people have experienced. I've always been given early morning shifts or dead at night shifts. And people do not show up during those times. And I don't know why. There's like a huge misconception that Black Friday is still a huge deal for people. It's really not, my ladies. Let me tell you, Black Friday is only busy for like 2 or 3 hours max. But the rest of your shift on Black Friday is always a fucking snorefest. I can attest. I have worked at so many different places. None of those Black Friday shifts I worked were worth it. Especially, I even worked at Forever 21 on Black Friday. Early in the morning, right when the mall opened. And nobody was there. No one.
Well, who's going to be like, it's 5... It's like, oh boy.
It's 5 a.m. Forever 21, let's go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking stupid. And when I worked at Forever 21, it was at 2 a.m.
That's disgusting.
Anyway, that's the shittiest part of the retail of the holidays is the retail work. And for a lot of people, that's the only time you can really get hired because they hire so many people.
Mm-hmm. And then they make you do such a great job, and then they let you go.
And, you know, I've been on the manager side of things, so I know what it's like when you hire a bunch of people for seasonal. And let me tell you, if you can sound nice when you talk, you're hired, bitch. Like, there are no requirements because we already know we're not keeping you. We just need you to be here and take up space. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. The amount of times I was like, are you sure this is a good choice? Like, when my managers were picking.
Yeah.
And they would be like, yeah, it's fine. She's probably just going to work like Black Friday. That's it. And I was like, this is so fucked up.
When I got hired for seasonal at my current place of business, they were, after the second interview, they were like, we're keeping you. So I got actually hired on as like a normal employee instead of a seasonal. And I was so proud of that. And now I'm a key holder, bitch. Come at me. I got keys.
But yeah, that's everything that we love and don't love about the holidays. This is a rough-ass time of year for a lot of people, but it's also still really cute. I mean, look at these lights. Hello,
Twinkle,
jingle
twinkle.
bells.
Jingle, jingle.
I'll still be crying, but I'll smile to a jingle bell, you know what I mean? You get that jingle bell, like, around me, and I'm like, shit, Christmas. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When I smell those pine cones, I'm like, fuck, who can be sad? And so now we're going to go into the vibe check.
Claudio.
Yes.
But what did we do today?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. The thing making me lightheaded right now is cannabis-infused mints, my dudes. Pineapple flavored. They are made by Kifa Confections, Petra.
Shout out to drag queen Kiva Confections.
Yes, if you remember our Drag Race episode, Rodolfo said that Kiva Confections was a great drag name. Mm-hmm. And it is. And I'm still waiting for someone to take it. Each one of these mints is 2.5 milligrams, so I needed to eat a lot of them.
4?
To get high.
Yeah.
I think I had 3.
There you go. That's
and
not
I
that many.
May have had a 4th.
4 would be 10.
That's it. Yeah.
I actually don't remember. I think it was 4 or 5 now.
Maybe you just have to take 4 now so you know.
It doesn't matter. I don't remember. But here they are. Look at them. Wow. But it does a great job of being a mint. There, I said it.
There. He's let it off his chest.
So that's the end of it, you guys. We are so excited. These next episodes, we're going to tell you some bomb-ass Christmas movies that you probably haven't watched. And if you have, good on you. Spread the good word.
Watch them again.
Tell more people. Don't forget to listen to our other podcast, DJ THG, where we talk about music that we personally connect to.
Mm-hmm. Exclusively on Spotify. She's a fun one, though. Yeah.
Let me tell you, when the music slaps, you're like, oh, dang.
If you're a student, you can get Spotify Premium for $5, and you get Hulu with it as well. So I definitely recommend it because what's so cool about the radio show is it lets us play like songs in the podcast. So we get to talk about like our fave songs from different albums.
What are you doing to your ear?
There's something there. And it's really cool.
And if you'd like to, you can watch Chris's Twitch channel.
Oh, only if you guys want to. I wasn't going to talk about it, but since Claudio brought it up, I Twitch. You can follow me at Hibiscus. Mm-hmm. Bart. I stream on Twitch, and that's the T with me, Hibiscus.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and now Reddit.
Yeah, dude, we're coming up.
We're coming up.
We're going our karma, dude.
There is a huge community in Reddit, and it really wows me.
Yeah.
I found a Fresno Reddit. That's more news articles than fucking ABC 30. Let me tell you.
Someone was like, hey, my parents are moving to Fresno. Anything they should know? And I was just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because they sounded so innocent in the post. And I was like, oh, they don't even know.
It's like, you're not moving to somewhere good, my dude. Let me tell you, you'll find some beautiful things. You'll find some really beautiful things. But you'll be scared.
But you'll be scared. It's a very good point. It's a very good way to paint that picture.
The places in between the beautiful places, you'll be scared. Check out our merch on Teespring. It's pretty good. We have a mug, we have stickers, and we're about to come out with some Christmas
merch.
So if you want to like gift yourself, because I don't know who you'd be gifting it to. If you have friends, that's cool.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Put it in wrapping paper when it comes in the mail, you know? Put it under the tree. Wait till Christmas Day. It's a gift from you to you.
Boom, chicka boom.
Or give it to someone else, because in the Christmas spirit. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Share. I love share.
Please share so that we can all...
so we can meet share.
Be popular and meet share. And maybe make $1, you know?
Yeah. Donate to our GoFundMe to meet share.
The Hi Guys meet
She
share.
wants to meet us, but we just have to fly ourselves there. So if you guys could help us
You're
with
paying
the
for the
airfare.
airfare. Thank you so much if you do it. Thanks.
Share, here we come.
Well, all right. I guess now
we're the goodbye guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Happy holidays.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle. Does this ASMR?
Is it?
But you heard that.
Let us know in the comments below.
You heard it.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess now we're the goodbye guys.
So long.
I guess now we're the goodbye guys.
See you later.
I guess now we're the goodbye guys.
Adios.
Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop, bop.